wasn't I always?
Sebastian! I don't know how long I can keep this up.
Help is on the way.
This is not how I die! My bolt is shot!
Behind you! There's more of.
Think you could take on a ghost? I'm fine. Stop fussing. Go there.
A timely arrival. You'll be Haskell's Banishers. Thank you. Thank you both.
You can see me.
Clear as day, just as I can see. This is my husband. I am Helen Priest.
Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McGrath.
'Tis rare that the living can see the lingering dead.
All I know is one day I woke after 7 long years of grief, and my Sebastian was back. It was as if my prayers had at last been answered. That was enough for me.
In times of danger, I am duty-bound to protect the woman I love. You understand?
What was it like for you? After my own death, I floated outside of time without knowing what was happening to me.
Floating outside of time? Yes, that's exactly it.
True love finds a way. That's all that matters.
We found the rest of your men outside. They're gone. I'm sorry.
We were overrun. I sent Matthews and Williams with the supplies to race for the hoist.
This was a risky expedition. But Helen had no choice. If the survivors were to rely on Pennington alone, the fort would have already fallen.
I suspect that's so. Sometimes difficult choices must be made. That's courage.
All the courage in the world will be worthless if those in command...
Pennington did this while monsters relentless besieged the fort. But make no mistake, these men's deaths are on the captain's conscience. If he has one.
House.
7 years ago, a plague came to New Eden. Pennington quarantined the sick in the They were dark times. Hard times. None as second in command. Sebastian volunteered to stay. Walled in with the others, he held out the longest. And now the Forsaken are rising.
Who would blame them? I watched them die. Soldiers and miners. Sick and hungry, begging for...
Captain Pennington has much.
I'm sorry. You've been through a lot.
We have. We are, and will persist.
We should get back to the fort.
I'm afraid I locked us in when I broke the latch.
If there's a way out, we'll find it. Easiest high.
Nah, but you can't cook.
Impressive. You Banishers are quite something.
That's all her. I'm just the help.
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies.
You should stay with Helen if you want to enter the fort.
This for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me. White! Open the gates!
Priests! What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepard and Abbott to bring it back.
Good day to you. Good day, mate. You Pennington's Red McCraith, the Banisher. Ah, too bad. We could use a fellow like you. Theodore Shepard, marksman, and there are none. I teach some of the lads here. Perhaps we could...
I shoot well. Where did you learn to shoot?
In the war, mate.
King Philip's War.
Aye. Joined up soon as I came of age. Trotted off to war against the Indians. Shooting came natural. Once, I shot a man down from full 500 yards.
Tell me about Captain Pennington's bit of your world.
Captain? I don't know him. He keeps to himself, and I keep to mine. Tell the truth. You'd blame the curse, but he's always been a close-mouthed so-and-so. Been that way.
Pennington's family.
I didn't say they died. Though, maybe they did. Either way, they're definitely...
Helen Priest. Tell me how she fits in your world.
They don't let women go to war. But for her, they should make an exception. I've fought side by side with many a good man. None.
How about you tell me more about yourself?
Mate, all you need to know is I'm the finest shot this side of the wide blue sea. Priest and Pennington.
I'll be on.
And may the way be...
Grey weather. As you...
Good to see you living, sir. Keep it short, I'm on duty.
How are folk doing?
They're farmers, most of them. Shopkeepers, house servants, hunters. We've won fighting fit, my arse. But the fight's not fit.
That's wrong. But we're doing our best to put it right.
Wherefore the paradise of New Eden, eh? Mind you, if we...
Had any good scup?
I'll spill it if I have it, but be quick.
We've known an officer or three, you and me. So, tell me about the captain.
In nigh on 20 years' service, I've not met a commander more efficient, nor one so relentless. Ever a pain in the eye, but that was then and this is now. He's not the man he was.
What think you now?
Wow, she's like her husband. Only yet better. She reminds me of my old mum. The Queen of Topsfield Common.
Did you know Sebastian Priest?
I surely did. Good man, hell of a soldier. Had kingly ideals, but did not strut like a crowing. Hero is an ill-used tag, oft misassigned. But Lieutenant Priest was a hero, and a proper one at that.
As you were...
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll.
A comb. Very funny.
I met your friend Miss Duarte briefly in New Eden. I'm so sorry for your loss. She seemed...
And she seemed eager to leave town as quickly.
Tell me about your store.
The original Ingersoll's in Boston was grand and fine, but it burned in the North Square fire of '91. But before Natty could return home, my husband died. Then came the curse.
You never wanted to do anything.
My husband was prosperous and affluent. I was young and clever, We made the story's my business. My legacy. My story.
The shopkeeper must hear everything that goes on.
You assume me to be a gossip.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He lets me trade. I like the man. He says Ingersoll's store is good for the fort.
What can...
I like her. Though she's impetuous. Terse, even. She fancies herself a... Thinking about it? No.
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
Well, it's cold. Folk are hungry more often than not. But Ingersoll's is up.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
I must...
Thank you for your visit.
No Ferdinando here.
This is pointless. There's a lock. I'm gonna need a key.
Storeroom. Locked. Storeroom. Locked. Captain Pennington.
time and time and all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. MacWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, MacWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the board and the governor let the afeared flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
I crossed paths with the new Smith party. Thick-Skin did not make it.
Shame. She had a proper head on her shoulders. Without her, the band will suffer.
As the commanding officer, you must know.
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen, and more than enough.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son.
It's just, there's a portrait.
I had a wife and daughter once.
Tell me more.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you.
How do things stand?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. The clock of our extinction. We may no more defeat the dead than we may.
You must at least.
We lack much, yet we are still alive. Always, we hold to the last. We resist.
Well, that's something.
I fail to see the appeal.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you...
Permission to take.
And if I...
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think...
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful spectres.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something
How often,
darker.
Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish harridan, a narrow nag, a selfish shrew.
One of these days, I shall poison your soup.
And the day before, I'll take you to the highest cliff and push you off it.
Please excuse my husband. He really...
Red McCraith, ma'am.
Are you indeed? Thanks to you, me and my husband...
You and your husband prefer...
I have a roof above my head. My belly is... We suffered for many years.
Do you not find it dangerous out here?
I thank you for your concern, but we live how...
Your husband won't mind us talking.
No. Why would he? We are
She doubts your...
No need to worry about me, ma'am.
Good. We understand. My husband and I are very...
Then you have my admiration. Sustaining such close...
You don't know how good you've got.
Anything...
Ferdinando Miller has been the talk of the town lately. He has had... I like the lad. He's polite, helpful.
What's your thoughts on...
He gave John a job. That was good. He saw John's promise. And I'd say...
Helen Priest...
The captain trusts her with his life. So do I. John, I like having a strong...
I'll let you get back to your...
If you need anything...
Storeroom. Locked. The store. Ferdinando's?
Mr. McRaith?
I'm just pat... I'll let you get...
If you need any...
Closed. Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep her away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
What is this?
A sansa. It's a musical instrument. It's Bantu, from southern Africa.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him? Surprisingly high-quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy. He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A Banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a Banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
I spoke to Rebecca. 'Tis she who haunts you. She sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Was she lying? You inherited...
Whichever. It matters not. You're a Banisher. It is your...
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now.
I sold them. Or...
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales. To the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
A storekeeper hears much.
I'm a busy man. If you've a question...
What can you tell?
He has no problem with me. I have no problem with him. He respected Rebecca's wishes. He gave me what was mine. My freedom. Her estate. And when them who saw different complained, he laid down the law.
What think you of?
I don't think of Ellen Priest. I stay out of her way.
How are things in the fort?
Look around you. Have you heard the sound of their bodies? I am a man of courage. I don't know what you people have done to this country.
What stuff?
Now, my friend, we are
You've put quite the effort into protect.
You poked about my house without...
I know my business. So out of generosity, not the wreath, not the amulet, none of it works.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. But
I need a job. I accept. Farewell to...
You know where to find me, if you're back.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
A better deal for her than for him.
She kept that quiet.
As if it were of no consequence.
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddarn it! Careful! Ah!
I know. I know. Shh.
Are those your records?
Yes. Perhaps someday they may help someone. My apologies. I did not wish to hush you. I just prefer to focus on... Welcome to the infirmary. I'm Nurse Wings. Anne, if it...
I'm a banisher.
Red. A pleasure to see a friendly face. Or any face at...
So, how'd you end up here?
That, sir, is...
I'm a personable...
That's not the same thing. I was sick as a child. Very sick.
I fell in love with a banisher. One of the bit.
And where are they?
Antea died in the meeting house.
Ah, that was you. I should have known.
Times being as they are, how come you only have the one pick?
Mr. Peabody's illness is unsightly. Fort Jericho has a history.
What?
Not my place to say. You'll have to ask.
All right. Did you not?
If I did, I would not.
What's the word?
I don't see folk much. I stay.
No visitors?
Helen Preece comes when she can. Captain Pennington would sometimes visit Mr. Peabody, but I haven't...
What can you tell me about?
He fought King Philip in the Wampanoag. Led his company well, I'm told.
Tell me about...
The bold lieutenant's widow. He's dead some years now, and she's as much a soldier as her husband was. A fighter. Commanding, too.
I think I know how... What about you?
Oh, I'm alive and well. I'll not complain.
You're a good soul, Nor.
I do my best, Mr. Mc...
Farewell.
Farewell.
Who there are you? Queen?
Well, I've met Mary II, and she's a little prettier than I.
The Banisher come to gloat at sick old Cotton Peabody. Well, piss off.
Where did you fight?
None of your business.
This comrade is mine. No one wants to talk.
You're no soldier. You're a brawler and a rebel. I'm a proper soldier, me. Self-made, too. Left the family farm and signed up to fight. Fought under the captain himself, I did. And followed him here and joined the train band.
When did you get...
What's it to you? I'm not so sick as I can't give some...
Aye. Well, I'm... What's the...
No one tattles to me. Captain came by once. Worried for Andrew White. See?
There's a lot of it about. White's a gate guard, right? What's this?
He sees ghosts in his sleep. He's dreaming.
Tell me about the captain. Speak freely.
Let you get back to him. The captain is the best of us, and I'm proud to serve him. Proud? Not that he calls no more. Suppose he has too much on his plate. Time.
Tell me about Helen Preece.
Lieutenant's wife. Stood second to the captain.
How's life?
What do you want to hear? It's cold. Well...
As you were...
Not like I can...
Perhaps there's a key.
Banisher?
Ferdinando Miller sold you a few things recently, right?
You may, yes. Though I doubt they'd be much use to you. Unless you've got a knack for art. Mr. Miller mostly sold me paintings. You can't miss them, they're the only ones I have.
I must...
Thank you for your visit.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
Not our ghost eye, though. Let's try the forge.
Good day, sir. Nathaniel's...
Mr. Sather remains to be seen. You seem a chat.
We see precious few new faces around here.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much. The music, the colour and...
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly return. They took me on when I was just a boy. I've no family. All I have...
You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk the back legs off a two-footed donkey. But I bet you listen too.
Oh, little of interest. Pennington has signed John Rumble to the... I believe John was down the flooded mine. That can't have been fun. Maybe...
Huh? You never know who'll take to soldiering.
You say that, and I defer to your
What can you tell me about
the captain? I've not a single bad word to say. His depth of experience is inspiring. Although I shudder to think what... But we should respect our elders. We should listen.
What do you think of him?
I'd put her in charge if I could. She's bright, trustworthy, thinks for herself. She's not married. People here are desperate. They're sick. They need courage.
More generally, how fares...
It's cold. Our clothes are inelegant. The walls are drab. Boston isn't much of a city, but I miss it.
You can paint a turnip red, but it's...
True. But stack enough red painted to...
I must go. Thank you for your time.
And I...
So Shepard owns Rebecca Hardgrave's things now.
He'll likely keep his things in the barrack room.
A strong... The quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Banisher?
I found papers. Official papers.
That's all in the past. For the good of my future. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave...
How very wrong.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of...
Rebecca was in love with you.
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might... She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I do the same. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work.
You're paying for this. This is the work. But I get the feeling it's... You want me to finish the job, then the story must be told.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by...
Come on. Break the brooch.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to... That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave.
What are you saying?
Love! No. I told my master what she wanted to... I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and... a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear.
True love requires you to...
Time to give this love story an ending. Ferdinando Miller, the world forced you into a lie. You are the tie that holds this...
No!
She's a ghost. Get rid of her. Wait. No.
No.
To hell with it. Your world is no place for men like me. I chose to cheat. You chose to kill. Which of us, Banisher, deserves death?
Could be worse. Could be underground.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of...
I did not see the tyrant you...
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the help.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs...
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your... You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at... I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you...
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spec...
When the mines are purged, I'll...
How goes it?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft. My husband died in the dark, with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, if each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what?
Love is hard work. We are bound to grieve.
I try to hold him and cannot. It taunts me. It was almost easier when he...
All things are fleeting. Gaze upon the ghost you love and you can't deny it. But...
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick. I'll brook his callous cowardice.
Much goes on around here and...
I try, and I could do something.
What brought you to...
I came with Sebastian. Willingly, mind you. My father was a soldier. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. I swore when we married, and here we are.
How's morale about...
The fort has known better days. Not many, mind. Folk deserve better. They fought so hard and lost so much.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel, into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty.
underground again?
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking. Some years ago in New Eden Town, the captain locked up an innocent.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about.
An innocent woman jailed.
I mean, as wolf pelts go, it's pretty. But I've more than enough of them. Folk in Boston are not short.
Helen is right. The truth lies down there, somewhere. This is no coincidence. This all connects back to the curse.
Ready for another ride? Circumstances aside, this is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of spectres aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you. Fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it and I'll cut the rope.
What a beautiful view.
Every morning I wake to a better one.
Are you trying to charm me, lady? I'll warn you. It shall definitely work.
Corpses. We could manifest what hides here.
Spirit and flesh, I summon you!
Can I join in too?
Get back up!
I have another in sight.
spirit and flesh, I summon you!
Hogging all the fun. Did we miss a few?
They brought more friends. Get back up!
Possession incoming.
Something's nearby.
Where is it? Blocked. I hope there's another way in.
Try this on.
Ask for help if you need it.
Impressive.
Banishers. I see you found your way.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Difficult though it be to walk these...
You sure you want to come?
I must.
Pennington did a great and terrible thing.
I am a soldier. I took the shilling. Death is part of the bargain. I served the sick and the dying. When my turn came, I was ready. But now, one dies.
Tell us...
I'm not sure what more I can tell you. My wife is just... Every day I feel blessed to have a partner, and I had never expected her. When she came into my life, I came up.
Oh, I know the feeling.
She gave me a handkerchief. I died clutching it. She was and is ever in my thoughts. She is my world.
What shall...
The rage. They trusted him. I doubt they can be placated.
Will be...
Very good. Whenever you're ready. Not far now, till you find what you need. I hope.
Pity. I was enjoying this wee promenade. Oh, fantastic.
I think you can get down from here.
Everything all right?
Let's just get this over with. Pennington ordered the barricades fast. I barely had time to bid Helen farewell.
That must have been hard.
A soldier is called to sacrifice.
What is lurking here?
Time to work, Banisher. This isn't over yet. The spirits of these soldiers were angry.
Soldiers weren't spared. Those not taken by sickness or thirst died of despair.
Which one took you?
Despair. Most definitely.
These tunnels go surprisingly deep.
In its heyday, it was quite the operation. You see this lift? It goes all the way down. Cart upon cart rose to the surface, piled high with ore.
What's over here?
More tunnels blocked off. More death in the dark.
I feel an echo, like a hum.
I told Gray the tunnels were hellish hot. But Wilson says he can't do much about it. Keep feeding the furnace, says he, if you want your meager pay. That sounds nasty. You alright?
Wouldn't fancy working here with the furnaces running.
The work men did here was meant to make New Eden rich.
Did the miners abandon their work when sickness hit?
They worked till they could work no more.
There's a strong spectral presence down there.
A lot of us died down here.
What the hell was that?
Uh-oh.
They're coming.
This isn't over yet.
Stay down.
Nice of you to join us, Sebastian. Care to explain what the hell we just heard?
I can't.
What now?
I say we push past the blockade. Follow me, please.
I know.
This is cursed, no doubt. I bet you can't cook. Enough powder to kill us all.
Enough powder to kill you, you mean?
Aye. Enough powder to kill me too.
You are gone, I command you.
What's this?
A makeshift checkpoint. The halfway mark.
Are they expecting to face a regiment?
In a way. We knew the dying would try to fight. We had to keep them from infecting the rest.
Charming.
Can't blame a man for wanting to make it home alive.
We play games as we wait to die.
Someone's left us a fire camp to use.
Why would Pennington cut off the food?
He decided we weren't worth saving. Damn him to hell for it.
Reason enough for a Spectre to rage. Press on.
The living quarters are ahead, if you insist.
Did we miss a few? This miner was shot. Was there a mutiny?
There was. We failed.
Why did you not mention this before?
My heartfelt apologies. I suppose the memory was just too painful.
Is that?
This is no ordinary Spectre, that's for sure.
Perhaps in our pain, screaming to be free, we made change.
More importantly, how do we break them?
I see a weak link. Red, I see a weakness. Let me show you.
Whatever's down here, they're not like that.
Think you could take on a ghost? Red, look at this.
What's that mark mean?
I've seen it in books. Necromancy. Corpse raising, spirit control, that kind of thing.
Have you heard of a ghost able to raise the dead and control them?
I thought they were myths. Perhaps I was wrong. But we do our work. Come on, let's break these chains.